Hello?
Hello. Should I join a little bit later? I'm giving a speech.
Hey, hello.
Hi, I'm Ruhina. I'm
Yeah,
a
my name
friend.
is Benson. I'm the Toastmaster of today. Are you
Hey.
Rahina?
Yes,
Rahina?
I'm Mary's friend.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, your name is Mahira, right?
Yeah, let me see if I can rename
Okay,
myself.
welcome. Welcome. Yeah, let me just. mm, Okay. Um,
Should I rejoin at 12:05?
Yeah, sure. Now you can hear me. Yeah, sorry about that. I just connected my earphones. So yeah, it's a little bit early. Yeah, 12:05 would be good. Hey, Sony.
Hey,
It's on you.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's going on, Benson? Hey, Sonia.
Yeah, I just received a strange mail. I think that's a spam. I just forwarded you, like everybody. That looks like a spam.
Yeah, it looks very fishy.
Okay, yeah, I'll ignore it.
Is that Bitcoin? Oh, that's Bitcoin. Well,
Yeah, I sent to everybody, like officer. Somehow our group email, the officer email is being leaked, targeted. Anyways. Hello.
Everyone.
Hey, Pastor.
Rita.
Oh, Preason.
Hi.
Hmm. Hello. Hey, we have guests. We have lots of guests today. Hey, Sanoj. Hey,
Hey,
Maggie.
Benson.
Happy Chinese New Year to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. The snake, the yell snake. Who's snake here? Raise your hand.
Yeah, not me. I'm glad.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're a snake, you're supposed to wear red all the year, so that give you good luck.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe I guess every, let's say the symbol, whoever is born that year, and then you have your round term, then you wear something red. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Hello.
Oh, yeah, we're still waiting for Mary. She's bringing a speaker today, so we'll see. Hey, Jeff.
Long time no see.
So our meeting is supposed to start on 12:04 or 12:05. Let's give 2 more minutes, see if Mary and her guests will join today.
Do I have any role? Is any speaker
Um,
available?
Yes, the second speaker is available today, Jeff. Okay, cool. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Benson.
Nice to see you in
Thank
Chinese New Year. Happy Chinese New Year.
I just am going to check to see if Ruhina can get in.
Yeah,
I
Ruhina
was-
joined meeting 10 minutes ago, but she said she will join like at 12:05.
Okay, so she was able to get in correctly?
Yes, she was.
Okay, I won't worry then. The title of her
Okay.
speech is ACE Mentoring Legacy, or
Okay.
ACE Mentoring. It is sort of a speech with purpose targeting 13 to 15-year-olds to see if they
Okay.
understand and are inspired by it.
Okay. As Daniel is not available today, Mary, I presume you will be the evaluator for her speech as well. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay,
What is
thanks.
the other speech about?
The other speech is by Jeff, and he's usually like semi-prepared speaker. So we'll see.
So 2025 is similar to 2024.
Similar.
Hey,
How that?
Okay. Okay, the time is here. Yeah, time is now. Okay, fellow Toastmasters, good morning, afternoon, good whatever, maybe you are in the evening time zone, but my name is Benson. I'm the Toastmaster of today. And today our Sergeant at Arm is Sonia. So let's welcome Sonia to start the meeting for us. Sonia, you're on mute. Sonia, you're on mute.
My mouse was not cooperating with me and I couldn't get to my mute button, but hello everyone. Welcome to our meeting today and thank you very much for attending. Our Toastmasters of the day is Benson, and Benson, it's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonia. So today we have a very interesting meeting. We have lots of guests, and let's confirm the role today first. So I'm the Toastmaster of today, and Vincent's supposed to be the speaker one, but he cannot make it. So we'll fill Rahina as the guest speaker in our first speaker. Rahina, is that okay? Ruhina? Or?
Hi, everyone.
Excellent. Excellent. Mary will be the evaluator for Ruhina's speech. Our second speaker today is Jeff. And who would like to be the evaluator for Jeff today? Any volunteers? If you still don't have roles today. Oh, Mary? Sure. Okay, okay. So Mary will be the evaluator. Today's table topic master is Janu. Sorry, Sanu, Sunny, Sanuj. Confirm? Excellent. Our today's general evaluator is Brian. Hey, Brian. So we still need a Armenian today. Any volunteer for today's Armenian? Maggie or William? Will you take the roles?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, Maggie. Then, William, will you do the timer for us today? William? Can you do the timer for us today, William?
Sure.
Excellent. Thank you, William. So I think we fill all the roles today. And as we have quite some number of guests, let's welcome our guests to the security speaking meeting. So hope I can pronounce the name right. Saib, right? Saib D. Clark.
Saib D.
Am I
Clark.
right?
Thank you.
Saib D. Clark. Hey, well, welcome to our meeting. Could you like do a quick introduction to us, because we are first to see you here, and how you find us and what are you looking for?
I found you on Meetup. I basically asked a friend. I shared my concern that I find it difficult to talk. I'm used to writing. I'm an academic, but I'm kind of an introvert person, and I feel I'm more of a listener, and I feel I like practice in expressing my ideas on the fly, which was a problem during oral exams as well.
Definitely. Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that friend advised me to go on Meetup and look for impromptu groups. So here I am. And I want to start doing YouTube videos as well. So I'm tired of recording things 20 times, taking 20 takes to get a good one. But generally speaking, it's been an issue throughout my life.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. As I said, I 5 years ago I joined Toastmasters, and I did my first introduction, and it only took me like a couple of words, and then I stopped there. So I think this group is really helpful. Like you can see, I can do some manage the meeting. There's still lots of things to improve, but welcome. Okay, let's start the meeting. So the first, who's Armenian? What's the word of the day today? Okay, thank you, Brian, for the yeah. So Maggie will be the Armenian. Today, the meeting theme is slow down and enjoy life. I know usually in the beginning of the year, everybody has their goals and setting some very ambitious targets to challenge. But on the other side, I would remind the people here, like in the beginning of the year, we need to still keep the balance, keep that in mind, because you have lots of ambitious goals, but make sure you enjoy the life and slow down. The slower, the better. And I believe if you have some really good achievement we want to make, slower will be better, than the hurry. Think about it. It's the beginning of the year. You can do lots of things in this year. So keep that in mind. Also, the word of the day today is furtive. Furtive is an adjective. It means attempting to avoid notice or attention, typically because of guilty or a belief that discovery would lead to trouble or secretive. So we spent a furtive day together, which is not fit for this meeting theme, but yeah, keep that in mind in your table topics. Okay, now I think we can start meeting. Today's first speaker is Ruhina, who is our guest. And I think Mary already explained the topic Ruhina bring us today. So let's welcome, it's 7 minutes, right? 7 minutes, Ruhina? Okay, it's 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So William, please, yeah, thank you. So Ruhina welcome to our club, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster Ben. Can I share my screen?
Of course.
Okay. So can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am very thankful to Mary and to your club for having me at this meeting. I am preparing this talk for a presentation I'm giving to a group of students who are in 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade high school students. I'm an ACE mentor, and this mentoring program kind of gets them to look at the construction industry, which also includes architecture, landscape architecture, structural engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering. So my company, Design Intent, is a landscape architecture company. It's a small residential firm. We provide landscape architecture and design services for residential projects. And I've also worked on a few others. Today, I'm going to talk about the field in general and how I entered the field. I started 30 years ago in 1995. My first company, they were in India. They were based in Bangalore, which had, at that time, a lot of Silicon Valley high-tech companies were setting up shop in Bangalore. And so my first few projects were very large, and my role in the project was very small. So I started as a draftsperson, and I didn't have much of a design background. So I learned about plans, I learned about engineering drawings, architectural drawings. And one of my first planting plans was for the Taj Kumrakam, which is in Kerala. And I worked on the planting plan of the different cottages, which are set in a beautiful backwater area of the southern state of Kerala. After that, I applied to go to school, and I was very fortunate that some of the interns at the architecture firm that I worked at were from Germany. And so I was able to do an internship in Germany, which was in Berlin in 1998. That was just after the wall had, I think it was less than 10 years after the wall had been removed. So I got to see the East Germany part as well as West Germany, and that was very, very wonderful. I got to travel a lot in Germany, and that influenced my work. It still influences my work today. So as a landscape architect, my work involves a lot of design. It's very creative, and I always try to push the client into like seeing something that they didn't see before, whether it's their boundaries of design or sustainability, and looking at, they might have certain assumptions about what they can do and can't do. So I look at how I can get them outside those boundaries. I find that my work is very creative, and I tend to work on projects that are sophisticated and create a beautiful outcome. So these are some of my projects. This is a deck I worked on in Tiburon, the one with the blue house. So the deck extended out so that the owner could see, beyond their property and out onto the ocean. So it extended the views onto the ocean. And this is another retaining wall I worked on, and it had multi-level areas, seating areas. So it had 2 or 3 seating areas because of the retaining wall. It created more seating space. I had to work with the Allen Block retaining wall company and work out the engineering to make sure that it's a safe wall. And another project I worked on in Aspen is the one below, where Aspen has very high water treatment requirements. So the water treatment had to be done within the property. So basically, my work involves transforming spaces. As you can see, this is one of the homes I saw. It had this very thin retaining wall, which looks like a mistake because the contractor did not have design drawings, did not use any kind of engineering standards. So I had to bring it up to standard. The slope of the walkway was too high, so the residents were slipping when it rained. So I had to add steps and flatten it out, and also beautify it by adding native plants and native, ground cover. So this transforming spaces is one of the challenges that I face and that I really enjoy. Another tenet of my practice is using sustainable native plants. And I talk about it a lot. I know that Mary probably has heard many speeches of mine because I believe that native plants are key to feeding the local fauna and the local bees and the birds. And it's a very important connection to the native local, the birds and the bees. And I've written articles. One of them was in the San Francisco Architecture magazine, which called for a more California-friendly bioaesthetic, which looks at plants that are basically beautiful to California. They may not be beautiful to your eyes because you may be from England and you like a perfectly manicured lawn. But in California, the plants are a little bit wilder, a little bit weedier, and it's okay because that's the California friendly bioaesthetic. Some of the talks I've given, these were presented at the local American Institute of Architects chapter. The first one was the Wildland Urban Interface on wildfires, which I gave last year with another landscape architect. I've also talked about biodiversity in California and looked at how green roofs can promote biodiversity. This was a presentation I gave in Nanjing University in China in 2019. And before that, I started looking at green roofs way back in 2015. And one of my first talks was in Wales, where I talked about how urban buildings can be retrofit with green roofs. So I believe in sustainability, and I also believe that as women designers, we bring a very unique perspective to shape the world around us based on our values to make it more equal and to promote positive change. So of late, I've been looking at mentoring women who want to enter the field and also looking at how our perspective might be slightly different from men. So I talk a lot about sustainability, and I would like to hand it back to Mr. Toastmaster then. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ruhina. First time hear about this career. Very interesting. Lots of knowledge need to digest. Really appreciate. So, William, can you time 1 minute so people here can send Ruhina individual comments about her speech? 1 minute, please. Yeah, you can send the comments to Ruhina through the chat. Okay, thank you. Thank you, William. Okay, now let's welcome our second speaker, Jeff. Jeff, what's your topic today? And what do you want people to give you comment?
Speed up your Toastmaster skill. Speed up your Toastmaster skill.
Okay, you can start. Floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, honored guests. Years ago, to be exactly 2008, after years of Toastmaster on and off, giving all kind of excuses, I finally told myself, I'm gonna stick with Toastmaster and learn my skill. And what was the skill? Was get up there and talk. Well, it's easy to say than done. The aha moment I got was when the speaker was just like me, very inexperienced. Basically, one word to describe, stuck, very stuck. However, a super experienced evaluator, like a Mary, like a Brian, like a Sonia, describe how he spoke like a professional. That was aha moment because I was focusing on the flaws, on the defects, on the things that I think I can help that person. After that moment, I told myself, how can I speak like that? Turn the black to white. Pretty much, it's a deceptive. That moment I say, oh, Toastmaster is a place to coach me to speak deceptively. Of course, it's a joke. Of course, it's a joke. It's how you describe without hurting anyone. It took me about 12 months. I signed up the evaluator. And as I share with this club and different club, I didn't really care what you say. I mean, the speaker. I already put down my script. The script I decided to say about Brian. I didn't really pay attention because I couldn't work on my brain. So I just put it down. Brian's opening statement was impressed. I didn't really care. He managed well on the stage. He got beautiful eye contact here and there. You know what? I gave myself 100 points. But before that, I want to share here with you. I would say, Brian, your speech was so horrible. I didn't really get it. I didn't know what you're saying. And I was so proud. I point out what Brian didn't do well. You know what? I told myself, I said, when I was 7 years old, I could do that too. And I already 40 and I still did that. Really sucks. So every time when someone's saying, you not doing this, not doing that, I say, hold on a second. This is not you come to Toastmaster. Again, I want to take the statement from our guest. I'm the person who transferring your mindset of Toastmaster. For example, one time, I didn't really pay attention to that speaker. And I said, oh, sorry, I didn't really pay attention to your speech. And, well, sorry. After a couple of years of training, here's what I said. Benson, your speech was excellent, man. It was so impressive, inspired, and I learned a lot from it. You know what? I'm looking forward to your speech. Oh, hold on a second. Got an alarm. Okay. So when you are thinking about, I'm not that kind of person. Well, you have to be that kind of person. That's why you are here. That's why you are coming to Toastmaster. If you speak with your heart, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt your boss. You're going to get fired. You're going to be whatever you're going to feel like something wrong here. So when you decide to come to Toastmaster, people can speak. You can speak. You don't need anyone to help you how to speak. But here is what I learned. Write it down first. Every time when you're trying to speak, as a timer, for example, as a GE, as whatever the role, you want to write a script and just read out loud. No one really cares. You want to earn the credit. If you look at this journey, is 10 years. Every single meeting is minimum. Don't get too serious. You see, I didn't even prepare. I speak the same old things. Why? Because I'm trying to be actor. And I want to share my experience from I couldn't really speak, be honest. I couldn't even breathe. And every time when I need to speak, you know what I did? I drank beer. Beer can pump up your heartbeat. Beer can help you get rid of fear. But people say, hey, Jeff, how come you are so shy? Your face was red. And of course I can say, you know what? I drank beer. No, but in my deep mind, I know I need to manage my fear. And how I manage that is speak good words. Write it down. Speak so well about. You see our guests share the experience of the design, landscape design. From no experience to after 30 years, she became expert. She spoke in Nanjing University. What an impressive professor. Did I really pay attention to her speech? Of course, yes. No matter what, you have to say yes. And now, what do you got? If you are experienced, that's even better. Cheer up yourself. If you are the brand new or inexperienced one, write it down, read out loud, say a good words, enjoy your journey. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Give us another good speech. William, let's time another 1 minute so that people can give Jeff private comments through the chat. Okay. Thank you, William. Okay, now we have completed the prepared speech. We are getting to another session of this Toastmaster meeting. It's impromptu speech, which also called table topics. Let's welcome our today's table topic master, Sanuj, to give us another journey. Sanuj.
Thank you so much, Benson. So for today's table topics, I'm gonna use an inspiration from Sonia from last week, and I've collected some storymatic character identities and situations to be able to share this. So I can go ahead and share this first one. And Sibde Clark, you mentioned that you're a little bit nervous. Would you be open to trying out our first table topic for today?
Yes, just tell me what to do.
Okay, definitely. So I'm gonna put a prompt for you, and then
Okay.
you will need to create a 1 to 2 minute story around it. So your prompt is going to be a retired circus performer that must confront a fear from their past.
Okay. How long do I have to come up with a 2 minute?
I'll leave that to Benson. Do we want to give some time to think about this? Maybe someone else can go while Sibde Clark thinks about this.
Yeah, of course. Consider
Yeah.
the first time. It's okay.
Okay, definitely. So you have until the person who's going to go next finishes their story to think about this. So we can go with our second table topic for now. Would anyone like to go? Would anyone like to raise their hand to go? If not, I'm gonna pick someone randomly.
Yeah, I can go.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'll go first.
So for you, Brian, we will do our second one in the list, which is a shy librarian finds a mysterious key in an old book.
Ugh, just another day, another dollar here sitting in the library. I always wanted to be a librarian, but I'm stuck with sweeping the floors and mopping up after these kids that just leave their books everywhere. I put them in a neat stack on the racks and I leave them to the real librarians. However, one of those books on the floor, I picked it up, something fell out. I looked at this lost and found item. It looked like a key made of plastic. It was on a key ring with other keys made of plastic. More plastic keys. I put them on my janitorial key ring, the one with the giant ring with the extra keys. I added them to my collection. Something special about these keys, though. Not just because they weren't made from metal, just because they were plastic. Glowy plastic. I walked through the halls in the dark to get to the janitorial shed, and there it was glowing. However, when it was glowing, there was a door down the hall. I've never opened it before, was also glowing. Being so smart as a aspiring librarian myself, I put two together, took that glowing key over to that glowing lock, and guess what? They glued even harder. I insert and it happened to fit perfectly. I inserted the glowy key into the glowy lock and it turned. And then what? You would never guess what happened. Nothing happened. It fit perfectly, but it didn't turn. How can this be? Oh, there were two more other glowy keys. Again, I tried the second key. It fit. Did nothing. Third key. Of course, it opened. Guess what happened? The door opened. Bring it up. Yeah. It was crazy. It was the best night of my life. This has never happened before as a janitor in a library. I opened the door and then it was another janitor closet. It had a couple books in there though, because it's a library. It was still really cool to see. I was very excited. My heart was pumping, and it's still pumping right now. Back to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Thank you for that awesome story, Brian. Really appreciate that. All right. Sifte Clark, are you ready?
Well, as unready as I will ever be.
Sounds great. Let's hear it.
Okay, let's try it. All right, I love going to the circus. I spent my entire life there, training animals, all sorts of animals, elephants, tigers, lions, horses. And my favorite were the tigers and the lions. And every time there's a circus coming in town or anywhere in my country, I go there and talk with the other trainers and try and relive my youth as a little child, just enjoying sitting, watching the performers, and enjoying everything that inspired me to join the circus. And I'm going to, and today I'm at one of those magical circus places. And I agreed with the trainer, I'm going to like the big cat's trainer, I'm going to like meet him and he's going to introduce me to his the cats he's been training. And I'm really excited about that. So here I go, and I meet him, and he's letting me in behind by the cages, and I'm approaching all the cats, and there's this gorgeous lion. He's actually pretty quiet. I approach him, and he's not fearful at all. And I like pat him. He's really like a big kitty. And then I move to like a tiger. And tigers you've got to be more careful of. But he's not aggressive towards me. And we talk about this tiger, how he found him how he's raised him as a baby, what techniques he used to take care of him. And then I moved to another one, and there's something in that tiger's eyes that reminds me of the day I was training the fiercest tiger I ever had to train. And all of a sudden, it's like I'm back then. I see myself in the in the center of the cage, trying to like get that tiger to jump through a hoop of fire, and he's just growling at me like he's done before, like tigers often do. So I'm not worried, but then all of a sudden he jumps through the hoops of fire, but then he turns around and pounces on me, and he's pushing me down to the floor, and he's like holding me with his paws on my shoulders, and he's growling at me, and I'm afraid he's going to bite my head off. And people around me, and I'm screaming for help, and people around me are like outside the cage or freaking out, and they realize what's going on. And another trainer comes in, and he's got to whip all around the tiger that's on me, trying to scare him into getting off me. And I'm terrified and petrified, but eventually, after several minutes, that other trainer succeeds in getting that tiger to like get back, and I crawl from underneath it without like trying not to move too fast, because I don't want to incite the tiger to like see me like a running prey, which would incite it to like jump on me again. And all that flashes through my mind in an instant as I see that young tiger and the look in its eyes, and it smells my fear, and it triggers him, and all of a sudden it jumps towards both of towards me, and tries to attack me through the bars. And that's all I've got.
That was great. Thank you so much.
Oh boy, that's hard. I've never done this before.
You did a great job. All right, I'll hand this back over to Benson, our Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, thank you, Sanuj. Thank you, Sunil. Yeah, it's my fault. I supposed to explain the roles of Toastmaster in the beginning of meeting so that subject Clark knows the rules, because when we do the timer, you might pay attention on timer screen. There's some green, yellow, red things. There are rules over there. But anyways, you will learn that in our following meetings. It's my bad. Okay, let's get into another important session for feedbacks. Let's welcome today's general evaluator, Brian, to lead us this general evaluation session.
Yeah,
Brian.
thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Yeah, as general evaluator today, I will be leading the evaluation portion of the meeting, which is great because we had a prepared speech section, and now an impromptu speech section. Now the evaluation portion. This is where we give feedback to our prepared speakers. I would like to call up our first evaluator, Mary, to give an evaluation for our first speaker, Marina. So please help me welcome Mary.
Thank you, Brian. Sid, as we go into feedback, I'm going to be giving feedback to each of the speakers. And the challenge to me is that I get to speak extemporaneously within a time constraint, focused on giving them feedback on both their content and their delivery. Ruhina, thank you for another very interesting speech. You took us on a journey through your career. You took us through starting out as an intern, probably spending most of the day with pen and pencil to paper, trying to take ideas and craft them into something that could be made real. And then as your career progressed, you had opportunities. And so you talked to us about the opportunity to get out of the office and to travel the world to talk about what you were doing. I might suggest to you that you think about how you want to structure this speech, remembering that the people that you are thinking about have been alive for less than half the time that you were in your career. Think about how to take them on a journey with you through some of these big blocks of time and opportunity. It was wonderful how you took us traveling around the world with the opportunity to start in India, intern in Germany, do public speaking in Japan and China and other places in the world. That created, I think, an opportunity that you missed, which was to share a little bit about the dramatic differences in the environment in those places. And it created an opportunity that you could seize upon to talk about looking around and experiencing what you saw in those places and how it gets translated. That would then set you up to talk about the importance of native plants in each of those places, the way that you can use your training, your ideas to marry together and transform these places, bringing together beauty plus engineering technical knowledge plus environmental impact considerations. It was very interesting and a great reminder for people when they hear, I select native plants because it feeds the local fauna. What does that mean? How do these pieces come together? I liked your journey because first you were a doer, and then you were an educator talking at conferences, and now you're an advocate inspiring the next generation. I like the idea, I like the pieces. Maybe you could create a few different types of charts to add to your presentation. Maybe something as simple as a triangle broken into 3 pieces where you talk about marrying together beauty and engineering and environmental impact. Maybe a different one is where you're marrying together the foundational layer of building your skills and then layering onto it, educating others about what you're doing. And finally, the tip of the pyramid of advocacy. That way, when you put up a new slide that takes us from one project to another project, there would be a break in between for us to reset our thinking. I enjoyed the speech very much. I enjoyed the graphics a lot. I would highly recommend that you think about your audience and what kind of intro can you use so that in less than 30 seconds, you grab their attention. Grab them by the shirt collar so that you're shaking them like, pay attention, there are interesting things here to do. This isn't all about planting pretty trees and plants and flowers. This is important stuff that we're doing, or something that they as teens will connect with as they're thinking about it. And then have a closing message to them as well, that this was your career. This is how you focused your journey in life. Let them think about what their journey will be, maybe in as simple as 3 pieces. I look forward to your next speeches. I would like to see a little bit more animation also. When you and I talk one-on-one, you are so passionate about landscaping architecture. You can see it in your work, but I would like to hear it more in your face. You have a beautiful smile. If you're doing this over Zoom, engage directly with the camera. Make sure that you're almost having a love affair with this camera, because then it will feel like you're talking directly to me. If you're in a group setting, pick 1 or 2 people in the audience and make eye contact and hold it with them for 5 seconds. It will be a little disconcerting to them, I can assure you, but then they will pay attention to what you have to say. Have a great time inspiring future construction industry and landscaping professionals. Thank you, Rahina.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
I didn't see my timer signs. Was I okay, William? Am I pacing it about right? I have a very bad habit. When I start talking, I lose all sense of time. Next, I will turn to Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff, I have been on a long journey with Jeff. Jeff is one of the first people I met when I joined Toastmasters. Jeff was one of the people that I would try when we were in a room full of people and people were talking. I would be one of the people hiding behind someone. Please don't call on me. Please don't let it be me that the table topic master is going to call. So when Jeff talks about his speeding up his Toastmaster development skill, I think there's a different way, Jeff, you should think about this and consider describing it as consistency over intensity. You show up every week and you are steadily making progress, incrementally, working on content, some months, working on delivery, other months. You are not like the jet plane that takes a lot of fuel to get off the ground. You are just on track. You are cruising, putting the work in. And here's what I saw. Your delivery has improved dramatically over the years. I don't know if people noticed, but Jeff was very intentionally, I believe, using hand gestures. He started out at times using his hands folded. And then at other times there'd be finger tapping. At other times when he was talking about bigger ideas, his hands would go out. And he would complement that with facial gestures. It was tremendous improvement. I also really liked the points when he was frowning. Did you catch these frowns and the darkness in his voice? he was talking about speaking deceptively at those points in times. And then he changed and he said, but I'm not being hurtful. He was trying to say, I'm trying to be a little bit more culturally sensitive to other people in the audience. I'm not just going to blurt out what's in my mind. I'm going to edit myself a little bit. I did not know that Jeff would drink a few beers before he would get up to speak or walk into a Toastmaster room to tamp down the fear. But I appreciate that level of honesty and where he's been and where he's going. I would like, though, to see a little bit more setup, Jeff, about where you're going to take us in this speech and where you want us to go. What are you trying to influence with us? Because I think it's an important message that you're sharing. Where you were at would be maybe an interesting opening. Talking about how you were a little bit fragmented in your presentation of ideas, kind of like a bouncing ball off the wall. And where you are now, thinking about structuring 1, 2, 3 ideas and then pulling them together with a conclusion in a speech. The progress that you have made on delivery is tremendous. Vocal variety, volume up and volume down, and using the camera a little bit to really engage with us. Using your eyes and your face, wonderful. Perhaps next time when you're feeling better, you can get out from behind the desk and stand up and use more of the space in front of you. Something that we're tending not to do when we're on Zoom, but something which is very beneficial. I look forward to continuing to join you on your progress of development in Toastmasters, Jeff. Congratulations on a nice job today.
Also, thank you, Mary, for doing double duty on the evaluations. Normally, we would have 2 evaluators, but Mary allowed herself to challenge herself to take on 2 evaluations today. So, like, great job, great feedback. All of us can learn a little something from.
Oh, Mr.
this
General
feedback.
Evaluator.
Yes.
I forgot to say that Jeff was never one to be furtive in his speaking.
Ooh.
Missed
Ooh,
opportunity.
Nice opportunity. Nice job. So that's the word of the day. Yeah. Okay. We're a little bit running on low on time. Let's do some functionary reports. William, do you have the timing reports today?
Yeah, I'm typing it up now.
Okie dokie. Let's move on to Maggie. Do you have a kind of a quick Marian? So it's a
Yes.
grammarian and counter report.
Yes, good usage of speeches given by speakers. Rohina, aesthetics, sustainability. Jeff, aha moment, script. And Sip the Clark, growling. Mary, exponentially, incremental, cruising, intensity, fragmented, all the good usages that we tend to forget to use when we speak impromptu. And some of us have earth and arms, like Rohina have had a couple of them. Mm-hmm. And Jeff had one. Sanuj had and soul, a number of souls. And Sid the Clark had arms, also she moved from side to side. Probably she didn't know it. I gave credit to her that she spoke at the first time. And yes, finally, Mary used the day of the word of today, furtive. Back to you.
Holy moly. Yeah, great job, everyone, on your good word usages of the day. Good vocabulary today. Let's go with that. All right. Thank you for the report on timings, William. Looking like Irene is good. Like within like a lot of time, Jeff too. Brian, Sib, for your first table topic speech, it's only supposed to be 1 to 2 minutes, but if you were worried about not being able to come up with a speech at all, you just like knocked it out of the park, but work on timing, then that's our fault. But for next time, we'll get it down to be concise. And Mary as well, I guess another timing issue too. Yeah, William, we need to put on the timing light backgrounds for our evaluators because it's 2 to 3 minutes there. But lots of good feedback. Of course, I know we're Toastmasters and we have lots of stuff to say, but we want to get to the point, and that's one of our goals as well. So great job, everyone. I would just work on introducing the roles for our guests in the beginning, so we're all kind of on the same page of what we do here at Toastmasters. With that, I'm going to be next week's Toastmaster, but Jeff, I think next week is supposed to be a contest. Okay, Jeff's not here. Dang. All right. Well, I think next week is supposed to be a table topics contest, and that should be pretty fun. Huh?
Next week?
Yeah.
Oh, and who I am? I mean, what is my role?
Did you say you want a chair? You want a chair this this contest?
Okay, I'll be the chair. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna contact Vincent. Yes.
Vincent. Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't able to be here today, but yeah, we should talk about it. It should be next week, and it's just club level here at Security
Okay.
Speaking Toastmasters. I will end my general evaluation here. I think a couple orders of business. I'll actually just hand it over to our Toastmaster to lead us and close out the meeting.
Can we take a picture?
Yes, I'll do the picture thing. Feel free to turn off your camera if you don't want to be on the picture. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, cheese.
Yes.
Okay, picture's done. Yeah, yeah, I don't have any business. I'll return the control back to our president's officer, Ryan.
What am I doing?
You're an officer and take the picture and you give ask
What?
the guests in some feedbacks.
Oh, jeez.
And also
Okay,
send
I'm
any announcements
prioritizing.
you have.
Okay, I'm gonna prioritize our area director, Preeta, for announcements.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Brian. Thank you for including me in your meeting. As usual, it has been awesome attending your meeting. Lovely to hear from you again, Ruhina. She used to come and give us talks at Women Lead, so you're really fortunate to hear from her. And thank you, Jeff. I've always, whenever I've attended this meeting, I've heard Jeff's talk, and I've always been amazed as the way he comes without, no paper, no cards, without any support, and very succinct topic he has, and gives very clear things as to how we can address some of our concerns, especially related to communication. I appreciate that. I just wanted to have two reminders. Your club is in good standing. You are, almost, you've reached 3 goals. You're almost distinguished. I was wondering if some of you could complete your club training on time, and so you can get some points. It's very easy, scoreable points. And club contest you've already announced. Brian has already announced. I'll send some more details. I know in this club some of you are online, so there is an opportunity to hold an online meeting, speech contest for those who are interested, and to be exclusively online. And I'll send the details to Brian, and I'll maybe include all of the club training. SIB is for those who are members and those who are club officers. Okay. So there are some people here who are club officers, and so when they go undergo training for their special roles. So that's about it. Please complete your training. They do not, our district, which your club is a member of, does not offer trainings after February 25th or something. And so it'd be really nice if you can finish all your training before that.
Oh yeah, so you do have till the end of the month, right? Try to find
Till
one
the end of the month.
in this district or another district, or
Yeah, there are
wherever you
not
can.
many they're offering. Yeah, preferably in this district. Yeah. And good luck for the club contest. If I can, I'll try and attend. I'll stop by for next week.
Well, thank you, Preeta.
I want to clarify. Sorry, I didn't drink beer for the Toastmaster. I mean, drink beer for my job meeting. Okay. There's no
I
pressure,
don't know if that's any better,
No
Jeff.
worries, no
no
worries, Jeff.
pressure
I
for
know you drink whiskey, not beer. Yeah, I know that.
beer for the job.
Early
Yeah,
meetings, yeah,
whiskey for
before
the
you're speaking
Toastmaster.
at meetings.
Yeah, speaking in the meeting, presenting something, I couldn't even breathe. And I had to drink beer, for several times. So I got promoted, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think that should be it. Thank you everybody for this meeting. And yeah. And yeah.
Brian, could you stay on for 1 minute before you leave?
Yeah, I guess.
Just 1 minute. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Oh, before
Yeah.
go, yeah,
See ya.
Sib,
See you
if
next
you,
time.
yeah, Sib, please come back. Come visit,
Oh,
keep practicing, and you'll succeed here at Toastmasters.
When is the next meeting? Is it same time next week?
Yeah, same time, same link. It'll be
Okay.
here on Zoom, and then next week will be a contest, so that'll be really good to see. You can even participate too, just for funsies.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Welcome
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Looking
See
forward.
you all next
Bye.
Bye.
time.
Bye, everyone.
I can't compete, Brian, but I can judge if you'd like.
Oh, that's perfect. Yes, we do need some other roles to fill.
Okay.
So
Or whatever
can-
you need, but I just can't compete. See you next
okay.
week.
Okay, cool.
Hi,
Thanks, Mary.
Mary.